Hi Mark, my name's Simon from Little Big Marketing San Diego. You spoke to my brother Mark this morning about having this free custom video done up and sent over to you. Basically what it's going to show you is the opportunity that exists for you in your industry or your target market for utilizing a service called SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. SEO is basically just the process of taking your website and Google My Business and ranking them on Google and putting them in front of relevant keywords to you. A keyword is just anything someone might search on Google looking for a particular product or service. So in your case, what I've done is I've taken the keyword kitchen remodeling Los Angeles, and I want to show you what the top competitor here, structureremodeling.com. I want to show you the traffic that they're getting to their website. So I've put their URL in a tool called Ahrefs, which is something that shows us exactly what this URL is doing in terms of SEO to rank their business on Google. And what I want to point out here is the organic traffic. So this traffic here is how many clicks they are receiving from Google's organic search results section each month. Okay, the organic search results section is this section underneath from here on down in Google search results. And we have Google Business, the Google Business Map Pack here, and we have Google Guaranteed Ads and Google Pay-Per-Click ads at the top. So this section here, being the organic search results section, we can see they're gaining around 605 clicks each month. Now, if they were just closing only 10% of that, they could be potentially landing 60 jobs a month. Now, I know that your closing cycle for a remodeling company can extend to a couple of months to a few months, depending on how long you're doing plans and bits and pieces like that with your potential leads. So this could be adding essentially 60 new potential builds each month and just kind of rolling over on that sales cycle, where in 6 months to a year, you would notice a large increase in work, okay? So this is just the starting point here. What I want to also show you is I've clicked on here and I'm looking at how many keywords they're ranking for, which I mentioned before. They've got over 1,600 keywords, and some of them, I've filtered this on Los Angeles, if you see here, just to pick up local relevant keywords to you, okay? And you can go hyperlocal if you're only focusing in a smaller location within Los Angeles, but you'll see here that these are the keywords on the left, and on the right here where it says volume, this is how many times per month on average each keyword is searched on Google. So kitchen remodeling Los Angeles is searched for approximately, or on average, 700 times per month. Los Angeles contractor, 700 times. Interior designer, and the list goes on. Hardwood floors, kitchen cabinets, all looking for, people in your industry. Garage conversions, I saw that you do something similar to that. I can't remember what it was now. Home remodeling, 350 times. So if you're at the top of a keyword that is searched for, say 300 times, you stand to gain approximately 100 clicks from being at the top of that organic search results page. Simple as that. So that's why we want to perform SEO, or why SEO is so lucrative. Now I want to share with you a little bit about how we do the process. I like to be transparent in the way that we do things. A lot of digital marketing in general is kind of behind the scenes, setting up accounts, creating content, bits and pieces like that. So I like to show people exactly what it is we do. Now the three main areas that I like to focus my SEO on are content, backlinks, and citations. And I'm going to explain them all as I go, but basically what it is we want to have a lot of content on your website that paints you as the expert in your industry. Once we do that, we want to then start getting endorsements from other websites and other businesses online that agree or endorse the fact that you're an expert online. And then we want to go ahead and build out your brand online presence, create a huge branded presence online. So that's what the three tips, content, backlinks, and citations the aim of it is, and now a little bit about how we actually do it. So with content, what I'm referring to is words on your homepage. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on a homepage, which is about the sweet spot, depending on how many services and things like that you have. It's enough to tell Google that you're an expert in the field. And of course, Google wants to show people searching for products and services. It wants to show the experts to those people, just like any directory online does. Google does the same thing. So the more content you have, the more likely you are to be looked at like an expert. You also then answer all of your potential leads' questions before they even reach out to you, which makes them a much warmer lead. You have to do a lot less selling. Okay, so the other good thing about getting extra content on the page is you can add keywords into the content. So if you wanted to rank for a term like kitchen remodeling Los Angeles, you would put that in and around your page a few different times to tell Google. There's no point in making Google guess what it is you offer and where. You want to tell Google and your users exactly what you do, and as I said, where. Okay, so I can see here that you've got these services here, but nowhere on this page is it clear to me that exactly where you offer your services. So it's kind of, you want to make it really easy to find and really obvious throughout the entire web page, okay? The other important factor is images. Images taken with a mobile phone are just fine. They actually embed data on the image to tell Google where the image was taken and when, and these act as trust signals to Google because you're actually showing that you're performing work in your target market, which is, as I say, a trust signal to Google. And you want to get on probably a few more images than you've got, but in reality, what you want to do is have more than your top competitor. So looking again at that structurer remodeling, if I scroll down, I'm just having a look at how much content they've got. It's a good idea to have a little bit about each service on your homepage. That's a good way to get word count up. It looks a little bit messy, so there are ways to tidy this up if that's something that you would want. But at the same time, each little description adds to that kind of expert status. Okay, you can see here they make it very clear where they're servicing, where they operate, but they don't have a lot of content. Okay, there's nowhere near 1,500 words. So if you get to that 1,500 words, you're going to hit the sweet spot and have more content than these guys. And then again, I would just be counting up all of these images and making sure that that you beat them in that as well. Okay, so that's content. Now the next step is backlinks, and a backlink this is taking a look at now at what's going on for SEO in your website, and I can see that you've got 310 backlinks from 92 referring domains. Now a backlink is just anywhere one website refers to another via a clickable link, and they act like endorsements. Depending on where that link is coming from, they offer a certain amount of value for each endorsement, okay? I'll make that a little bit more clear as I go, but I can actually click in here and see exactly what websites are endorsing yours, okay? And I'm noticing a lot of blog spots there. If you have got someone doing any SEO for you, just be careful using those blogspot links. They can work to rank a site, but it's not going to be very long before... The only reason Google isn't penalizing companies for doing this right now is because Google owns Blogspot. But very soon, Google is going to remove this, the ability to just throw a whole bunch of these Blogspot social media account links at a website because everyone is doing it. So the minute that happens, any websites that are using these, at best case, will tank in rankings, and at worst case, they'll be penalized and possibly blacklisted on Google. That does happen. So I would just be careful if you've got someone adding these to your page, that they at least have a backup plan, so that when these do stop working, you don't pay that heavy price and either get suspended or just your rankings will tank. Now, some of these endorsements are going to be better than others too. Okay, so if you get backlinks from topically relevant or industry relevant sites along with location relevant sites, they offer a higher value endorsement than random Groupon links or Digital Journal or Link Center. All of these are just websites that have been created for the purpose of SEO and no longer work. Okay, I see you got a press release there. They can work too, but there's a lot of kind of randomy sort of links in here that probably aren't offering a whole lot of value to your SEO. So it's something that I'm very careful with because this is the primary reason websites get blacklisted. Okay, now what I like to do is we can see exactly what you've got, but we can also see exactly what your your target market competition has. So if we want to click in here and have a look, now we know these guys are already ranking, and I can see they've got blog spots on there as well. So, you know, at the end of the day, once that does happen, these guys are going to drop too. But what I can also see is they've got a lot of these directory listings. Directory listings, to roll into the next section, which is citations. A citation is anywhere your business name, number, and address is mentioned anywhere that Google can find, and these directories offer a perfect vehicle for that, okay? Other ones like Yelp, Home Advisor, Angie's List, Triple B, Expertise, there's literally hundreds of them. These are all, apart from there's another link center, these are all directories that you can place a citation in, and that's what's going to grow your brand online. The more accounts you have, the more places your brand name, number, and address can be found and linked back to your branded presence. You can also use social media to do this. Social media is a really, really, really good tool to be able to build your brand and then disseminate or syndicate content across it to extend your brand reach and further create that expert, I guess, status. If you're creating content for your website, you may as well publish it on your branded network as well. Okay, and then when users find it, it's wherever they're looking. Okay, so they're the three main tips: content, backlinks, and citations. And I should just point out that some citation sources obviously offer a backlink. Okay, they're a small endorsement, but they are a small endorsement. Each one that you get, depending on where they're coming from. They're obviously, again, some of these are more valued by Google than others because some of them get users' eyeballs on them, whereas there's hundreds that have just been created out there, thousands that have been created out there for the purpose of SEO that no longer work either. So with that, I hope that kind of explains a little bit about how we focus our SEO, or what we focus on. We use the top competition essentially to do what they're doing, but then do it better. So I would go through all of these links. I think there was 680 different referring domains. I go through each and every one and work out which ones are actually providing value in terms of that endorsement, and I get those exact links where I can. And then I go ahead and get a whole lot more topically relevant or industry relevant and location relevant links as well. Okay, so that's the plan. So with that, if you have any other questions at all, please feel free to reach out to my brother Mark when he sends this through via email or text. The next step would be to just organize a meeting between myself, Mark, and yourself, and we would discuss what your goals are in terms of target revenue, the preferred services, preferred locations, and we would then build out a custom strategy to provide or working our way back through the numbers as you saw, you know, when we look at these keywords, to make sure that I can put you in front of enough people searching these terms to generate the revenue that you want, or to turn into jobs that then generates that revenue goal that you have. Okay, so that's where we would go from there. And then if we were both happy with that we were a good fit to work with each other, and we were both happy that the plan was going to work, and we would potentially move forward from there. So yeah, feel free to reach out anytime. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.